And there they go.
Welcome back to RacingNews.com. I'm Magic. He's Mike Somich. And he's Aaron Halchman. And we're here to talk about the Pegasus World Cup Filly and Mare Turf, a grade 3 event run under this name for the first time, formerly known as the Marshuas River. We've got 11 older fillies and mares that are going to be entering this field, and it looks tremendous. Lots of great betting options. Aaron, I'll start with you. Regal Glory, the 4-horse, is the 2-1 morning line favorite. I saw on Twitter you were saying this was your early choice before the post draw. Is she still your top choice?
Yeah, I'll still stick with her. I just kind of think she's the classiest of this bunch. It drew a field is pretty decent, though, and I don't think by any means it's a single for Regal Glory, but I do think this horse looks like the best on paper. Of course, Chad Brown, in her corner. Last time out, won the matriarch. So, listen, all kinds of good things. The one question mark, this horse usually sticks to a mile. Now it's going a mile and 16th. Yeah, you look at the breeding, though, that shouldn't be a problem, but still, it is something to kind of note there. Last time she went a mile and 16th all the way back of August of 19. She did win, though, so that's a good sign there. So always kind of like this horse, and yeah, I'm going to stick with her in the spot.
Nothing wrong with what Regal Glory's done lately. Mike, what about you? I know you like to tend to go for horses with longer shot odds, but Regal Glory, very classy. Nobody would blame you if you put her on top. Who did you go with?
Classy and a very diverse horse. She can win on the lead. She can win from off it, and that makes her ultra dangerous in these spots. I know Aaron mentioned that mile and 16th win when she came from off the pace and actually dead heated with Varenka in one of the most ridiculous photos ever, because Varenka still should have won that, and I had Varenka that day. I'm not over it. Look, I do think that Regal Glory 2-1 is a legitimate price, but I think there's some interesting horses out elsewhere too. I think Sweet Melania gets a pretty good trip here from the rail, sitting right off it. I think she's awfully dangerous. And Wakanaka, the 2-horse.
Yep.
This is one where you got it. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. How often do you see Bill Mott take a horse from Europe and place it directly into a graded stakes like this? And it's Gary Barber. It's Team Valor. They aren't messing around with this horse. This is a horse that I would have expected to see in a N1-2 allowance, something like that, not right into deep water here. So I think Wakanaka is a runner as well. So those 1 and 2 posts are interesting to me.
Sweet Melania is my top pick in this race. She's exiting a local win in the Suwannee River Stakes last month, which is the local prep for this race. Has a really great stalking style now under John Velasquez, which he just found a few races ago. What about long shots, guys? The horses, they're classy that we're picking on top here, but I see 20-1s, 15-1s, 12-1s sprinkled all over. Aaron, I'll go to you first. Give me a price horse you like.
Well, I'm kind of pissed because Somich, he stole mine. Wakanaka, I love this horse. I think this horse is going to be really good. I think going to run a really nice race. Umberto Rispoli gets them out. I thought that was a really good sign. So I like Wakanaka. I'll give you a couple other ones just to be different. I think Lady Spice Beer is one that's pretty interesting in here. 8-1. I know it's not a huge long shot, but I think she'll be a little bit of a price. This horse had won 4 in a row, came here, got beat, got upset last time out, but kind of reminds me a little bit of Colonel Liam's resume going into last year's Pegasus World Cup Turf. Hadn't had a lot of races. Kind of a newly turned 4-year-old, and then bam, wins the race. This one kind of feels the same. So Lady Spice Beer, probably going to be on my tickets. I also think the 9 Shifty She, I think she's going to bounce back and run a little bit better. I know she got beat by your top pick last time out, Magic, but I just kind of think she may have needed that one at first race in a while. I think she's going to run a little bit better here. So those are kind of a couple of them that I'm looking at as a longer price.
Well, we know Sweet Melania will sit off of her because she did that last race in the Suwannee River. Regal Glory could, as Mike said, could set the pace with her or could sit off. And we've seen plenty of times on the Gulfstream Park Derf that if a horse gets out on a lone early lead and has a little bit of seasoning under her, she could be gone. So, Mike, I know you mentioned Wakanaka, 12-1 morning line as a horse that you like. Do you think the Shifty She could run away with this on the front end? Is that a threat enough that she should at least be in your multi-race tickets?
I'm not going to include her because I feel like I cover her with both Sweet Melania and Gift in Regal Glory. I think those 2 horses kind of make it really, really hard for Shifty She to win this race because I don't think she's better than both of them in almost any scenario. So Shifty She is one of the ones that I feel like you can leave off. If I was looking at another long shot, I mean, obviously Wakanaka is one we both mentioned at 12-1 there. I like the other 12-1 shot in this field. I think Summer in Saratoga is awfully interesting out of the Joe Sharp barn. 2 back goes a mile and a half, cuts back to a mile and 16th, and absolutely cruises last time out. 3 for 6 at this distance. It'll be the first time touching the Gulfstream Park turf, but she should get enough pace to run into, and I think she could be awfully dangerous. A pretty deadly turn of foot late.
And trainer Joe Sharp, known for winning more than his fair share of races at fairgrounds, and they have plenty of good turf stakes for older fillies and mares. So the fact that he left the friendly confines of the fairgrounds to come to the Pegasus World Cup Filly and Mare Turf might be an indication where Mike is thinking that she could be sitting on a big effort here. Head over to racingnews.com. We have free picks for every race, every track around the country. We also have full coverage of the Pegasus World Cup over at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/racingdudes. Hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you like it. Tell all your friends. Tell us in the comments who you think is going to win this race. We'll see you at the track. Aaron, one thing that I really love about the Pegasus World Cup card is because it gives us the inside track to the Pegasus World Cup wagering guide that we do every year at racingdudes.com. And this is one of the biggest ones that we do. If the fans are watching this, you're not familiar with it. Aaron, talk about what's different about the Pegasus World Cup guide, specifically that live bankroll article you do with Jared.
Yeah, so if you're new to the guides completely, we have race by race breakdown and suggested wagers for all the stakes races. Then we have other write-ups for all the non-graded stakes races. We'll give you a pick 4 and pick 5 plays. We'll also, for the bigger ones, we'll give you, what each member of the Racing Dude team, their top 3 or 4 horses for all the stakes races. But what you're referring to and really makes races, big day races like the Pegasus, all the Triple Crown races, the Travers, and the Breeders' Cup is the live bankroll article. And basically what that is, it's Jared and I's specific plays, not only the exact plays we're going to be doing, but the amounts we're going to be doing. We set a budget of usually $300 to $400 for all the stakes races. And we'll just give you race by race. This is exactly what we're doing. It's something we started at the 2020 Breeders' Cup. We had a lot of success. It was highly popular. People really liked it. And we've done really, really well with them throughout 2021 and rounded off with a nice Breeders' Cup. So, yeah, the Pegasus bankroll article last year did really well, made nearly $150 profit if you played it for a 49% ROI. So a lot of positives going into this year's Pegasus with the bankroll article.
One thing that's nice about it, too, is that if your budget might not be as high as what the Racing Dudes are suggesting, you guys aren't playing really anything for the minimums. You're pressing your opinions, which is something we preach all the time at racingdudes.com. So if you're looking to play maybe for $100, well, you just bring the denominations down a little bit on every play. So everything for every kind of a player is available in the Racing Dudes wagering guides, specifically this one. Head over to racingdudes.com, click on the handicapping products page. The pre-sale will be happening until the draw, and then it's just a matter of time until once this guy right here gets to working. Once the draw comes out, it's usually about 24 to 48 hours after the draw, the guide is officially available. But if you go to racingdudes.com, the pre-sale is going on right now. Make sure you get this. You don't want to miss it.